Alright, hey everybody, how's everybody doing? So, let's start with the disclaimer here. Um, I was sick for the last couple days, so we'll see how long I can hold out on this stream before I quit as a result of either having no voice or just general suicidal malaise. Uh, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I also forget virtually everything about what I was doing and how to play this game, and also where I am right now. I would attribute this to a lifetime of huffing paint, uh, which I have been known to do. Okay, so I'm just going to look up really quick, because I know I had a... I know I had a post where I put up where people could, like, make bets on who the next person to die would be. So let me pull that up, because I think it has a list of everybody that's current. And if anybody is right about who will die next, then they can have 50 million. And if... I'll say I'll give them, like, maybe the next 5-10 minutes to put something in that post. But I'm obviously not... If somebody guesses in 30 minutes and in 31 minutes it turns out the person died, then obviously you're getting nothing, and I'm disappointed in you. So, you know, let's try to disappoint me less. Okay, so let me load this up, and we'll get back to failing. Probably this one. I just realized, I was looking at this date initially, and that's the in-game date, which is pretty much completely useless for telling what's going on, because it's not 2031. Alright, let me kill this. Alright. And as always, let me know if there's anything wrong with the volume levels or anything like that. They seem to have reset because I updated the streaming software, so maybe it's completely screwed up now. I don't know. Ideally it's not, but maybe it is. Okay. What should I make? War suits are pretty good. Powered weapons are pretty good. The powered weapons are instantaneous now. I must have a regional bonus. So I may get a couple of those until I get a blaster launcher. Hellfire projector is worthless. Blaster launcher here. There we go. That I can use on Printer or whoever has a war suit, and then I'll probably build another one of those. I have the Talon rounds I might have wanted now, so that's good. Yeah, I don't think I have... I never built the bolt caster. I mean, I guess I should. I feel bad for it, but it's just such a worthless weapon. And I'm gonna build a war suit. Screw the bolt caster. The bolt caster is a unique weapon. There's only one of it in the game. It does high damage and can sometimes stun people if you hit them. The only problem with it is it only gets a single shot before you have to reload it. And I find that's pretty much a deal breaker. So I have no idea what I'm doing or where I am right now. Looks like the supply drop's going. There we go. Alright, looks like it's a raid that's next.
Commander, we have a mission available that's reliant on
Blah.
We can always finish our scans later, but failing to take on this mission could have serious repercussions for the resistance movement.
Okay, so this one is in Western Europe, which is Warlock territory, which I believe means I should take Moon, just in case. Yeah, so if Moon's available, I'll take her. Alright. I know I'm out of supplies, so I can't really build anything. I sent Moon on a covert action for some stupid reason, so with that in mind, I'll probably try and take a better remaining team. So I may take Thrax even though he's already max rank. I could always just take Critters instead and get him up a little bit, so that I at least have a backup. I have no such problem with Fraggle though, because she's not a Colonel yet. I want to bring W and make W my like A specialist, now that he has that hacking upgrade. Unfortunately, his combat intelligence is shit, so he's not going to get any good abilities. But I can work around that and start working on it at least later. But the important thing is that he's able to hack maybe sectopods. I hate myself, so I'll bring Zebras. And I think the last person I'm going to want to bring is Printer. Alright, so he's got a Shred Storm Cannon, which is pretty good. And I'll make everything available. I feel rusty. It's been a while since I played. Alright, so Critters. Excuse me. We do have Talon rounds. Yes, we do. Who do I want to give blue screen rounds to? I guess Fraggle. Doesn't matter as much on a Grenadier, but good enough. Although, do I have a war suit? I do have a war suit. So I think what I'll do is I'll give Fraggle the war suit and then this new blaster launcher, which is a pretty hideously good weapon, and I won't worry about giving her any anything other than grenades. So she'll just basically, she'll be one-person demolition, because she has this blaster launcher, which is like a souped-up grenade launcher, the grenades, and the frost grenades. So that'll be good. W looks all decked out. He's got his skulljack and his med kit, which is what I like to usually use on specialists. The Zebras, I kind of like having blue screen rounds. I'm happy with that. And I can deal with the plasma grenade for her other weapon. Printer has his Shred Storm Cannon. I think we are good to go. One thing with these, we'll see which type of supply riot it is, but with the one where you have to tag the supply boxes, it seems like they don't start tagging you until they see you, which means the spotter is really, really useful. Which is part of the reason I brought High Dude, aside from the fact that I just like Reapers and they're good.
The Resistance ambushed an Advent train moving through an area of remote wilderness, and they've left plenty of cargo for salvage. That's where we come in. Once you're on the ground, eliminate all hostile contacts and secure the area. Seize anything of value.
We'll see. Avoid destroying critical supplies. So it's the other version, so it's not as big a deal. It's actually kind of weird because the first version of it where you're tagging the supply boxes, you want to rush so that they don't tag the supply boxes. This other one where you want to avoid destroying the supplies is pretty much completely the opposite because there's no time limit, and the way to screw it up is to blow up stuff you're not supposed to and basically, you know, smash when you shouldn't be smashing. So they kind of have completely inverse methods. When a squad is in concealment, the Spark gets it too. He has this little weird stealth field, which I've always felt this doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, if there's a stealth field that's good enough to hide this gigantic fucking robot, why does he ever turn it off?
Running.
Zebras is the only one I can have hanging up.
Moving on target.
It's fairly likely. I don't know exactly how this map is going to be laid out. But I might have Zebras just hang in this position for the entire
Eyes on the prize.
rest of the mission. Because a high vantage point for a sniper is pretty much as good as you get. I may move her up on this ridge, maybe? We'll see how it goes.
Heading to that location.
Still haven't seen anybody.
Roger that.
You can already tell I'm rusty because for some reason I'm spying with everybody, or not spying, but I'm scouting with everybody but the Reaper. That's not how you do that.
As you order, Commander. I will always find you. Clumsy patrol is moving.
That's a pretty good voice bit. I don't know if the volume is up loud enough where it was easier to hear that because but High Dude has the Russian voice and he's saying their clumsy patrol is something. I don't know, but it's good in a Russian voice. This is I still have that. I believe it's a resistance order that possibly gives me Advent troops, and this one it's given me a Lancer. The Lancers are actually pretty good. They can be handy. And it's always good to have somebody who you don't mind dying at all, that you can just wander completely out of cover and let soak shots if anything goes sideways. I kind of want to get High Dude a bit away from these guys, actually, because they're pretty friggin' close.
Go where I'm needed.
You must set up for ambush on clumsy patrol.
Always vigilant.
He's a clumsy patrol. It looks like I've got time, so I think I'm gonna... Where the hell is Zebras? Oh, she's over here. Set Zebras up on her little rock here. I'd like to get her up against this thing, but can't do that without getting spotted, so whatever.
That's affirmative.
Kind of like where Critters is already. So let's just Overwatch, and that'll be that.
I'm on it.
Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Okay, it is time to murder all of these people. Does Zebras have line of sight from here? She does not. So, screw that, basically. What is this group? What is this group? What is? I think Fraggle can now launch heavy weapons twice in a turn, which is just stupid. That means in theory she can blaster launch or somebody and then grenade them, or blaster launch them and then freeze them, or freeze people twice. Like, I don't know. By the time you get to the end of the game, your characters kind of become superheroes, and they're capable of some pretty ridiculous shit. Kinda not liking what it's giving me in terms of options for moving people. I think what I'm gonna do is... Hi dude, I can move up
I'm on the move.
because he's hidden, and that'll free up this fairly good cover point, and also tell me if I can expect anything on the other side of these guys. And now that I know I can't, I can kind of more free to take a shot. Oh, I can't even get in that spot without getting spotted anyways. So instead, maybe I'll take a shot with somebody who is not the biggest offensive potential. Oh, he doesn't have line of sight from there. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so I'll put W in Overwatch, because I'm going to guess he can shoot from there if they move. And have somebody make a shot at them. Guess it could be this Elite Lancer. Jam a stick up somebody's butt. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just run up and stun lance somebody. Just 2 elite troopers and a priest, which is not a very hard pod. If I get super lucky here, I just stun the priest right off the bat, and then this whole thing is useless. That looks like he missed his instance head. So they'll scramble. Probably W will get a shot on one of them. There he goes. 7 damage to the priest. And then I just got to worry about the rest of these guys, which are not too big of a deal. I'm going to assume that critters can move here without spotting any new enemies, on account of the fact that High Dude is right there. And that'll let me blast this guy right in the face.
Heads down.
Printer, I'll use overdrive.
Father really outdid himself, didn't he?
And not the best odds with printer. It's doing that thing where his turn doesn't end for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Whatever. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Somebody was at the door. I forget how to play this game, and I don't know anything about anything. It's a pretty bad chance with High Dude. I was thinking that I could get the kill with him because his kills don't reveal him, but he only has a 71% chance to hit. So we'll see if I actually have to do that later. I'm kind of leaning towards not. I don't think it's going to be necessary.
Okay, I'll go.
Can Zeros really not see that guy from here? Whatever. I'll put her in Overwatch.
Covering now.
So what do I have left? I have Fraggle and High Dude? That's it? Okay. Well, I better make sure I kill at least one of those guys. The Priest is going to do some weird support move kind of thing if I leave him alive, so whatever. Who cares? Really what I'm trying to get accomplished here is not burning too many of my one-use only abilities, which is why I didn't use a grenade there with Fraggle. I figure I'll shoot at the trooper. If she hits, great. If she doesn't, she marks him for high dude, puts his chance up from 71 to 86, and that should be good enough. And there we go. So the priest's alive. The priest is going to do something, but I don't think the priest can do anything particularly damaging. They're a support unit, so whatever. And also, a bad move by that priest will trigger some overwatch from Zebras. So. And the warlock shows up, so we'll see how that goes. I forget how to fight this guy. So he can reveal concealed units. That's kind of a problem. He can summon allies. He can enter Overwatch automatically on ending his turn, and his defense is increased after the first attack of every turn. So that's kind of a pain. He takes increased damage from explosions, though, which is very exploitable for me, and Templars, which I couldn't bring, unfortunately. So probably what he'll do is he'll wander into the wander in somewhere close to me and go into automatic Overwatch, and then I will just blast him out of it with explosives, and then he will die.
Stay on top of its position and try to take it out.
Priest is going for mind control on Zebras. So the priest managed to get mind control on Zebras without triggering her Overwatch, which is kind of weird. Like, which is it? Line of sight. Better get your story straight. Anyways, let's see if we can stun the priest. Oh, that's harsh. It kept Zebras's Overwatch between turns. I wasn't counting on that. But it only went on the Stun Lancer anyway, so I don't care. The Stun Lancer pokes the priest and disorients it, which frees Zebras. And now Zebras is able to make a shot on that priest, which means I really don't know why I didn't get an Overwatch shot earlier. Did I forget to do it? Like, I don't know. Whatever. I wouldn't mind Printer getting some ranks up, so we'll have him try first to kill the priest. Although it might just go to sleep, I forget. Yeah, this is the annoying kind, the kind that goes to sleep. So we'll need to put 1 or 2 people near it in Overwatch to blast it when it wakes up. And other than that, we'll just position for... I think I hear a Sectopod. I'll just position some good Overwatch and some good cover for if the Warlock wanders in. Are you guys are debating rice cakes? Like, sometimes people discuss things and I wonder how they bring themselves to care. If you want to eat a rice cake, eat a rice cake. If you don't, don't. That's how I feel about rice cakes. That's how I feel about everything. But I guess it's just Rook being difficult, which is fairly unsurprising, I guess. Guess I'll have Fraggle. What's some good cover for Fraggle? Here looks okay.
If you say so. Come get some.
Destroy all who would defy the elders.
So the priest moved, and Fraggle and Critters both missed, which is probably bad luck. And then surprisingly, Zebras is the one who actually makes the shot. But I think from that angle, she had 100% because of the marker. So. And here goes the Warlock with one of his abilities. He makes these little psychic zombie dudes that they can explode. They're really not that big of a deal. You just have to make sure you're careful with how you move. One of them gets overwatched, one of them walks too close to Critters and gets Bladestorm to death. And the last one looks like it's going to do the same thing. We'll see if he hits. So yeah, there go all 3 of the Spectral Zombies on the alien's turn. So really not the most useful thing he might have done from his perspective. I I think I might just reload, get my cover better, and overwatch this turn on account of the fact that probably that Chosen is going to wander in, and I can hear a sectoid or sectopod somewhere, which I don't want to deal with at the same time as a Chosen, for what are probably obvious reasons. Kind of considering healing this Lancer, but I don't need him. He's a scrub.
Oh yeah.
We're green to go.
It's really nice to have these missions where there's no time limit and you can just dick around reloading it infinitely, like, keeps everything organized. It could be that this guy was the one making the sound, because I heard that clunk, clunk, clunk sound, which can mean either a sectopod or maybe a mech, and I might have been just over-exaggerating a mech. That guy gets shot at by Zebras and then takes like 4 more leisurely steps. But he then goes into Overwatch, which is kind of a pain in the ass, actually. Zebras can get a shot on him, though, with her sniper rifle from this range, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. She has the blue screen rounds, and that'll get rid of his Overwatch. And weirdly, they weren't triggered before. I guess because High Dude was the one that spotted. I guess. I actually don't know. That shit's just weird. Let's face it. Seeing if Fraggle can get any height advantage before she shoots. Doesn't look like she can. So I'll go for the high cover instead. And take a shot at this mech. She'll either kill it or mark it. And she... Actually, never mind. She was not able to actually kill it. I guess I can see what Haywire Protocol is going to do to this guy. I think I have the best possible Gremlin. So if I wanted, I could take it. I have a 63% chance of just taking control of him outright, which would be pretty. It'd be okay, I guess. But he only has 1 health and a marker on him, so screw that. I'll just kill him. Save the Haywire Protocol in case a Sectopod shows up. So that in the back, we've got an elite trooper. I think I might use my Claymore on that, because that'll blow up his cover he's got here. Well, probably, anyways. Don't want to make a kill with the Elite Lancer. It's kind of a waste. Looks like I had no luck with that Claymore. It didn't, it's not visible to shoot for people, so probably what I'll do is I'll just huck a grenade at this guy and trust that between the 2 explosions, his cover will get blown apart. Yeah, and that seems to have worked out. High Dude has a 71% chance here. I'm going to go ahead and make that shot because I think he has the best chance to get a shot that far away. He misses, which sucks. He might get revealed. He does get revealed, which sucks. But he does mark the trooper. So we'll see what I think I can do about hitting that trooper. Worst case, I can run Printer up. So I got a 100% chance to kill the mech. I'm going to do that.
Target neutralized. The death of these subordinates will prevent
Printer has a 93% chance to kill the trooper. Let's do that. He fucking misses. So I guess it's going to be one of those. One of those streams. We'll see about this Lancer. He only has a 55% chance. Of course not. I don't know how much trouble a single trooper can really cause by himself, but it's still annoying that this guy's alive. He immediately runs through fire, so that's clever of him. He takes a shot at the Lancer and misses. The fire actually hurts his accuracy, so I'm not totally surprised he missed. Zebras only has one shot left in a rifle. So...
Should I double check that for you? It's dead, as requested. I'll be down to just fists soon.
Ah, there we go. It's a rank up for Printer, so that's good.
What's over there?
Rolling.
The Warlock's just chilling. He hasn't done much.
On the move. Give me time to reload.
Give me time to reload. You must reload weapon for glory of Russia. Sergey gets ammo, I get rifle. We are team. Oh, look out, he's making more zombies. He seems to just be just standing on that side of the map, scratching his balls.
I have sight beyond
That's one zombie down.
Negative damage.
Nailed him.
Critter's just got a promotion from killing that useless zombie. So that's nice, I guess. Is that another one? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, it was. Now it's gone. Alright. Printer needs to reload.
Reload sequence.
Because the Chosen has that ability where he can spot concealed units, I'm going to save High Dude's ability to recloak himself for later. And just kind of do a slow creep up this turn.
I'm trusting you here.
Slow mission, though.
Moving to designated coordinates. On Overwatch. Moving to position. On Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Guess I gotta give High Dude some good cover if I'm not gonna put him back into Shadow.
My turn on watch.
Me turn on the watch.
This unit scanners are active.
Fraggle, I think I'm gonna reload.
Locked and loaded.
She only has the one shot left, so if I go Overwatch and then she shoots, she won't have a loaded weapon for next turn. Do something. Come on. Come on! Wiener. This Chosen's a wiener.
Location confirmed.
Let's move my expendable friend up here. Let's see if anything shakes loose from that. Yeah, it looks like another mech and more useless troopers. I think that sitrep that caused there to be a lot of advent on this map might have just like ended up making everything super easy by accident because there's just no good advent troopers. I don't know. I don't actually know.
I guess that'll be okay.
If Fraggle can get a shot on that mech, I'm going to go for it. Because she's got the rounds and also Shred. Chain shot is not particularly appealing because if the first shot misses, she doesn't bother making the second, so I guess we'll just go with that. Maybe she doesn't have blue screen rounds. Oh, I put them on her, but then I took them off when I gave her the powered weapon. That's what happened. These guys are kind of far away. If this wasn't a supply run, I'd probably just blow a bunch of stuff up. But instead I'm just going to bank on the fact that the troopers are mostly useless. Yeah, I'll see what happens with this stun lance. I don't really care if this guy dies, so whatever. And that went well, he stunned him. Although just for a turn, so he might wake up on their next turn actually, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. What can critters do? He's got run and gun back. He can get all the way over here and then shoot at that other trooper. So I'll move him over there for now. Hopefully I don't end up spotting anything else. And then based on how that goes and how the rest of the turn goes, I'll decide if I want to shoot at the trooper or what. W's pretty far back. Where's Printer? Printer's up here. Is Printer out of actions? He's not. He doesn't have a very good chance of killing that guy, though. Really, I was interested in Printer because he, Oh, I forgot about remote start. But nothing good for it. I was worried about Printer because I knew I could use him as for cover, so he might have been good for moving W up, but doesn't look like that's going to pan out. There's like nowhere good to move W in terms of cover. Can you get a shot on anything from here? Oh, this isn't bad. Let's do that. Okay, W can probably shoot this mech. Yep, there it goes. His gun glitches out and spazzes all over the place. I'm going to try and finish this guy off with Printer. It's 50-50 shot. What have I got? Just critters? Just critters. So I think I'm going to do the safe thing here and first throw the axe at this guy. Oh, he got stunned. Oh, that's nice. So in that case, I'll first throw the axe at him and then shoot this guy, because I think he's only stunned for this round. And there he goes. So we'll have only a stunned common enemy for their turn, which is going to be pretty hard for the Warlock to capitalize on. Man, shut up. Nobody cares.
On your order.
W is no good. I'm inclined to agree. Zebras I'm kind of trying to position for closer shots, because you do get a range penalty if you're way, way, way out. So I figured I'd put her up on the edge of this ridge. Should have a pretty good vantage for the rest of the mission from there. And this guy's basically boned this last trooper, so I'll worry more about positioning for next round than anything else.
Okay, I'll go.
There's a project later. It's well, it's a building actually. It's you get it as part of the main storyline, but it's what is it called? Something chamber. I forget exactly. But it tells you what enemies, like a count of and the types of enemies you can expect on a mission. And I wish I had it for this one, because if I knew for sure there was no sectopod, I'd just be like, whatever, and I would be a lot more aggressive about this map. But because I don't want to fight the sectopod and the stupid warlock at the same time, I'm just kind of dicking around. And it's taking like 10 minutes longer than it otherwise might. Oh, he's actually moving in. Look at him go. So he wanders in, Critters shoots at him, it misses, but does mark him, so that's cool.
We've got the chosen right where we want.
And then he goes into Overwatch.
Strike.
You are out of your depth. The Elder's vision stretched beyond
Oh my
time
god, shut
itself.
up. Shut up. Where is Fraggle? Here's Fraggle. I can show off the blaster bomb here. This thing is just obscene. It basically doesn't care at all about line of sight or distance. You can just tell it to go anywhere in the map. So that'll be a good opening shot on this Chosen. It'll shear off all of his armor, and it'll also blow this thing up, which may or may not pay off. We'll see. And it'll remove his Overwatch, so I can move everybody else closer without having to worry about that crap. And because of Salvo, Fraggle can actually make a second action if she wants. It doesn't necessarily end her turn to use the explosive. Critters, I'm going to worry about just moving as close as I can. And he misses. Ultimately, I'm kind of assuming he's going to live for one round, and because there's nobody else around, it's not a big deal. I don't think he can kill anybody in one round. Aha. W is Fraggle's partner, so I could actually shoot 3 explosive things in one turn with Fraggle by using her ability with W, which is just plain stupid. I don't know if she's in range right now, though. So probably just put W in Overwatch. Zebras can't see. That's a little weird. She must not have line of sight, but if he moves, we'll see him, so...
Watch my back.
Watch my back. 15. Shadow Chamber, that's the one. Thank you, Rook. Watch my back.
As you wish.
And, could get a little bit more damage with this Shredstorm Cannon, but I'll save it just in case more enemies show up. I'm kind of resigned to the Chosen living for this turn, so... whatever. He's using Beastmaster first. Ooh. A Berserker and a Chrysalid. That is a pretty good spawn. The Berserker looks like it's going to run up and soak all the Overwatch shots I'd planned. But, yeah, shit happens. Zebras looks like he's the only one that misses, which makes sense, because, you know, snipers. Snipers miss, right? That's what they do. Fuck Zebras. Oh, he's going to be an annoying little wanker and run away. Because he was already pretty far back. And looks like...
The Elders would have me strike elsewhere.
okay, what did that do, though? Did it not work? I have no idea what that was supposed to do. Alright. Whatever, man. I think I'll leave these ugly fellows to Fraggle.
Throwing grenade.
Where is Emir? Yeah, Emir is gone. He was kidnapped like 6 streams ago, and you're supposed to be able to get a mission where you can theoretically rescue somebody who's been kidnapped. And it just, I don't know if I've been unlucky or whatever, but it's just never come up. So he's been captured for like months and months of in-game time. So he's still alive, but yeah. This guy still has a Overwatch shot. So I think what I'm going to do is with Printer, use the cannon. That'll get rid of the chrysalid and probably the Chosen's armor. Or cover. And it'll also get rid of his... Oh my god, shut up. Nobody cares.
I'm on the move.
Actually, leaving critters there isn't even the worst move, because if the Berserker, for some reason, i.e. me screwing up horribly, manages to live this turn, he'll probably go for critters, and in doing that, will probably die to Bladestorm. But it's probably more likely that I'll have somebody who's not able to get close enough to do anything other than make a shot. I don't know why Zebras can't hit anything. She's been useless. I mean, she is far away, but snipers are supposed to have squad sight. Whatever, I'll just run over here.
You will feast upon the flesh of the Elder's children. A special place in the void awaits your kind.
Man, shut up. Nobody cares. This Lancer has an 80 or an 86% chance to ram this stun rod up the Chosen's butt, so I'm gonna do that. Little weaken him. I don't know if they're immune to some of the status effects, but Fraggle, it looks like to me can't do much from her position anymore, so I'm gonna see if she can finish off the Berserker. She does, which I believe leaves me W and one other person. Oh, High Dude. W and High Dude to see if they can kill the Chosen off. It doesn't look like W can get close enough, so I'll just keep him in good cover.
Heading out.
You can give an action to Fraggle. I'll keep that in my back pocket. Might be useful to freeze him. And this will not... So basically, High Dude, I think if his shot goes critical, he'll kill him. So that's a 40% chance. And it did not.
You dare strike the Elder's chosen.
Shut up. Alright, so it's only W I've got. Action-wise, I think I'll just put him into Overwatch.
I'm on it.
The spirits
Alright, so that's his, like, last-ditch defensive move. It looks like he made himself a bunch of spectral buddies, and he also puts himself into, like, a stasis that will last until you kill them. So now I have to go around and chase all his buddies down to get him to wake up so that I can murder him.
Target disabled.
It is nearly time for atonement.
Buddy, shut up.
Heading there now. Enemy destroyed. Out of rounds.
Also, where's the actual aimer? I don't know. Probably he's been lost in time and space. Zebras can actually make a shot at something, So that's nice. She has a 98% chance, but manages to not do enough damage to kill this incredibly basic troop. So that's good of her. We love you, zebras. You're really great. We'll see if High Dude can finish him off. He does. So that'll wake up the Chosen. Now, does he get his Overwatch now? I don't think he does. But he might.
What's over there?
On the move.
74. Good enough. Blip.
Hostile terminated. Running dry.
That was a pretty tedious mission.
Hilda's trust in me will be
Shut up.
fully shaken by the
Shut up.
encounters.
Shut up.
But I will redeem my
This must be what it's like for you guys all to listen to me.
All hostiles are down and
Just
the
some
area is secure.
blowhard who will not shut his mouth.
Mission accomplished. We've proven the Chosen can be hurt. Now we just have to work on putting them down for...
I don't know, I got at least a couple promotions out of that. So let's see what we can make of that. Critters and Printer. I don't know about if there's anybody else.
Be alarmed. All weapon fire and wounds were simulated to...
At least we know these chosen can be killed.
Yeah, just Critters and Printer.
Temporarily.
I guess if you did not attack this turn, hunker down automatically. Those abilities aren't that great. I guess I'll get Wrecking Ball here. Yeah, so those are some pretty underwhelming abilities, actually. We did get some supplies here, and some crystals and alloys, which I think might be the last push of those that I need for the rest of the game. So once I have enough supplies, I can just buy all the best things in the game, which will probably be after next month. I know I was scanning for some supplies, though. Was I not?
Your victory today will
Good God.
the vast war
Shut up. Shut up, I hate you. Shut up, I'll kill you. Shut up, you wiener. Alright. Alright.
Avenger plotting new course.
6 days. I didn't realize it was that long to scan this. Whatever. More Avatar progress. Might have to do something about that. I don't know. I don't know. Remember what my covert op was. It might be. Oh, it's to get another Reaper. That would explain why I was so concerned enough about it to send Moon. Colonel Katia Lopez. But probably we will.
I'm not all that happy about it, but one of my best people has decided to come join your crew after that last covert action.
Okay, we need to get rid of some of this progress. So, aim with this one being higher. So we'll obviously go for the higher one. Who do we want to have better aim? Who do we want to have better aim? I mean, Zebras is kind of an unobvious choice here because she's fucking useless and misses every shot she takes. But she's tired right now and I don't care. I'll have to compare this Reaper with High Dude, but it looks like it doesn't have very good combat intelligence, which is just unfortunate. So it'll probably be my B Reaper. I would like somebody named... Fuck. mean, Thrax doesn't need it. What would be nice is if I could send the skirmisher, but he's tired or wounded. Fuck. Fraggle's also tired. That sucks. I think I need to slap somebody, an engineer, into the healing thing again, maybe, because it looks like everybody's tired. Alright, fuck it. Let's do critters. And I'll send him with one of these grenadiers I don't really need. I don't want anybody to get captured, because then they'll be lost forever, like Ymir, apparently, so we'll do that. And there we go. Now, let's see what we're up against with this new Reaper. So, what abilities did it get? Oh, both Shredder and Holo targeting. That's pretty awesome. So it's actually as good as High Dude.
I just assumed the spokesman had died and moved on after the council.
Better rank though.
From what little he's told me, it sounds like he
The issue is that because they have such low combat intelligence, their overall pool of action points isn't that high. And that's just, you know, shit. Looks like I can get all the essential abilities and nothing else. This one does have Annihilate, though, which is the updated version of Banish. It will keep firing until it runs out of ammo, which is bananas, because if you slap a... Let's see if I have one right now. Weapon upgrade. Yeah, I only have one. Oh, no. Advanced. I have two. So if I slap this on it... Wait, is that right? Ah, there we go. Superior, so I do have the one. If I slap this on it, it'll be 7 shots that pierce... or that shred armor and apply hollow targeting. And if it kills something, it will just move on to the next one. So if you give... anything that increases damage, like an ammo type, with that, I don't know if that's going to be easy. I'd have to... I don't think this one rolled with tactical rigging, so actually it's impossible. But it's still pretty bananas to get 7 shots. And it'll just straight up murder the if the Chosen is weak against the Reaper, then you can one-shot Chosen. So I think it's the Assassin that's weak against the Reapers. It's just fucking... anytime it shows up on a mission with a Reaper, it's just fucking dead now. So... What things can I build? What kind of things that I build?
Commander? Tygan seems to have a habit of scratching that scar on the back of his head. I wonder if anyone made sure his chip was actually removed.
I am still hard at work on the current research priority, Commander.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Looks like I can just get the upgrades for Printer. His better armor or his best weapon. Or the Psyamp, which I don't need yet. With a little bit more supplies, I can basically have a fully upgraded Printer. But probably what I'll do is I'll just stop using him. Oh shit, I thought I had the highest tier of these melee weapons, but I was wrong. I'm just stupid. So that'll be a way higher priority than Printer stuff. I'll just not use Printer until I get his best weapons. The Plasma Lance is the best sniper rifle in the game, which is important because, you know, Zebras is super good, guys. But I might try to get an Andromedon, or I forget what exactly these do, but I think the Gatekeeper is the best Psyamp in the game, which I don't need, and the Andromedon does some other thing, I forget. So I guess I'll go right ahead and get the sniper rifle done, so that by the time the next month comes around, I can snap it up. And we'll keep scanning for supplies. War suit. Hell yeah, buddy. Oh, it looks like Zebras can make a bond, so it looks like she's over the death of Katie and ready to make a new friend. Hi, dude. Who do I want to bond with, Hi, dude? Somebody good. Somebody, probably either Thrax. Well, no. Actually, you know what? They're both kind of scrubs in terms of their damage output, so let's just do it. Let's just go ahead. And we'll make a poster of their new best buddies. And we will change the text on this poster to boys shaking my head on account of the fact that Zebras has totally forgotten about Katie to make a new friend, apparently. And then let's just... yeah, that'll do. I hope I can randomize the... Ah, it doesn't let me do that. It doesn't let me randomize the poster without also randomizing the text, so now I have to write stupid text again. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty stupid, so let's go with that.
Huh. Now this looks interesting. I got a special request.
What was
here
it? Was it?
from
It was,
one of our donors.
boys.
It reads, an intriguing offer
Shake my
for
head.
listeners. I will triple the standard price for every Advent burger they can deliver to this location in the remote territories. Name's a bit scribbled.
Alright.
Read
There we go.
Tegan, Tigan.
Okay, so there's that.
Awards for penmanship, I'll tell you that.
Propaganda never looked so pretty.
Let's see. I wonder if, like, Thrax will ever be able to get a friend. He's been doing missions with people since, like, the start of the fucking game, and nobody likes him. Which is kind of a pain in the ass, because he gets an ability where he can, like, dual attack with somebody. What I'd really like is to force him to be friends with Moon. That would be the best. So maybe those missions come up where you can force those, so maybe I'll force him to be friends with Moon, because they're both A tiers. But let's pick up these supplies in the meantime. It's not really that much, but whatever. End of the month is coming up. Is there anything I want to make contact with? $80 intel, huh? $120 intel. Well, that's worse than 80. That is a worse amount than 80. I think I'll go with this Eastern U.S. That way when it's too far away from... It's 2 units far away from this one, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I'll make contact with that. Just in preparation for next month, because it is instantaneous. The next radio relay is going to cost me 300, which kind of sucks. But I'll probably try and snap this up. Really, these aren't the biggest priority. Those are particular abilities, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's scan these life signs for intel so that I can contact more regions next month. Guerrilla Ops. Probably here I'll just go to whichever one that involves hacking. Ugh. Yeah. So this one, Alien Cipher, increases all intel costs by 100%. That sucks, and I don't want that to go through because it'll basically block me from contacting the last of the regions in the area or in the game for a month. but this has a sit rep on it where I'm only allowed to bring 3 people, and that's fucked up. I don't want to deal with that shit. And in the meantime, this one I can hack the Advent workstation and if I'm lucky, get another 20% hack for W. And if that happens, then just fucking forget about it. For the rest of the game, W is going to be able to, you know, basically he'll be able to basically mind control sectopods, which is about as good as it sounds. So we're going to make sure we bring W for this and go from there. Thrax is already a colonel. I want to bring High Dude. Ooh, High Dude's tired, so let's not bring High Dude. I'll bring this stupid skirmisher guy. We'll bring Zebra. Oh, Zebrus is tired? Fuck. I guess we won't bring Zebrus. Just sort by status, like, for pity's sake. Just tell me who I can actually take. Alright. I'll bring Moon because I'm being forced to bring Scrubs by everybody being tired. I'm not worried about this other Reaper because it's already a Colonel. Thalmor I will not need as I already have a Specialist. Fraggle's tired, right? Yeah, Fraggle's tired, so I want to bring another Grenadier. Who's my second best Grenadier? Is it Madden or is it Zell? Madden has more potential, but Zell is better right now. Madden only has 6 fucking hit points, so... But he has that good combat intelligence, so... I think I can carry him. He'll have the better armor, so it won't matter as much that his health is that low. I can also bring... I'll bring Thrax, not because I need him, but just because everybody else is busy, and I need to pad the rest of this group. And I'll bring one other scrub that I wouldn't mind leveling up, basically. Who might that be? Fuck it, I'll just bring Zell as well. Alright. Because Mox gets 2 shots, I would like him to have blue screen rounds. Moon. I'll give her dragon rounds so that if she makes shots with her pistol, they're better damage. Madden. I'll give... Zell is better than Madden rank-wise, so I'll give her the Frost Bomb. And, I guess Venom rounds. Madden probably doesn't even have hollow targeting, for pity's sake. But I'll give him blue screen rounds. He probably barely has Shredder. Thrax needs Talon rounds. Talon rounds for life. And I'll go ahead and upgrade the axe right now, considering it's basically the best weapon in the game. And I can get the best Ripjack for the skirmisher, so I'll do that as well, since he is coming on this mission. That leaves me with Thrax. I'm fine with him having this grenade. Not too crazy about the acid grenade, really, so I'm not gonna... I guess I can put it on Madden for the second slot. I don't like that they don't blow up cover. And that'll do, I think. So let's roll. Let's roll on these clones.
Sky Ranger deployed. In position to drop.
Alright. So this mission shouldn't be too bad. I did have to bring a fair amount of kind of iffy soldiers, but as the skirmisher isn't that great, and both of the grenadiers I'm bringing are kind of scrubs. But Thrax is a beast, Moon is a beast, and so that'll help me pad out some of that damage, I think.
Attempting to freeze the connection. Move in and neutralize all hostile contacts. Secure the area and recover that data.
I didn't bother bringing a Reaper this mission.
S-15, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
Alright, so over here we have something we need to hack. We have 7 turns to get over there. That is not a lot of turns, really, so we will be busting a move. And we'll start with Moon, I think, as she has really good movement range. No, we will not start with Moon because she's not in a good position. She's being blocked by W. So move W first and then Moon.
Agreed.
I really love that I slapped that +3 movement personal combat sim on Moon at the start of the game. That thing, I'll probably never really know how many times that saved my ass. But yeah, I just fluked out and got a very good one early on, and I've been gaining from that basically ever since. You know what I forgot is to equip war suits on people. I could have put them on my the Grenadiers to give them better weapons. And the reason I'm thinking of that is because there's an Andromedon, but whatever. I'll freeze it instead, probably.
A long run.
I'll make it a priority to move Zell up as far as I can on account of the her having the freeze grenade, even if it means she's not in good cover.
Got it.
Clomp, clomp. Yeah, that might be about to cost me, actually. We'll see. Depends how far these guys move. No, they just move closer, but not close in a way that actually will help them see me. So that's tough for them. I have 2 frost bombs. They're in a range where I can hit all 3 of them with the 1 frost bomb. I really can't think of a reason not to do that. There's me doing it. That does reveal everybody, but who cares? Moon can get rid of 1 of the sectoids immediately, and then I think she'll have that little arc that will hit the other one. I've never actually seen that work, so we'll see what that does. Fuck all is what it does, apparently. Okay, well that's cool. It looked nice.
So-called peacekeepers.
That seems to have triggered a fair amount of enemies. That's part of the reason why I was able, or wasn't too worried about doing that, is because it is Moon. I can move her back if I have to. So we do have turrets over here, which means I might back off a bit and let these guys come to me. It'd be nice to get some full cover in doing so, though. Here we go. I believe I will grapple up here.
I take a new approach.
This whiplash is a free move, so I'm going to try and do that on the mech.
It did not stop them.
This acid bomb will chew up all the armor on this mech and acid burn the sectoid, which will probably kill it. So I'm thinking about doing that with Madden. W can hack the this mech. And if his odds are good, I'm gonna try and take control of it instead of stunning it. 60% isn't that great though, so I'll hold off on that. Let's see what else I have action-wise.
Moving to designated position.
And Madden can just kill, or can get closer to killing it at least. And drop some acid on the trooper, which will be good. I think the acid screws up their aim a little bit.
Moving to position.
What I would like, acid does 1 to 3 damage, so it has a decent chance of just killing that mech before he's able to move. But I'm going to play it safe and disable it as well. Because they have rockets, and rockets are bad. So a lot of enemies on the field, but a lot of them are disabled for this turn, so not too bad. See if I can pull this officer closer. Oh, well, you'd have to pull him on the other side of the cover, you dingus. I'll just have him slash him again and kill him.
It is dead.
Which leaves Thrax. I think I'll just run him up and make a rupture shot against the Andromedon to set it up for getting easily killed next turn. So there's 15 damage, but I guess the mechs are vulnerable to acid because he just took 4 damage instead of 1 to 3. Oh, I see. Because Madden has biggest booms, which makes grenades do more damage, the acid from his grenade seems to do more damage as well. That's actually really good. That makes the acid grenade way better than I thought it was. Alright, so that guy missed. This Spectre is gonna... I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's pretty far away. Huh. That might be the first time I've ever seen a Spectre not use their Shadowbind ability on the first turn. Like, I've never seen them do that. So, how about that? So, these guys are going to wake up next turn. This guy's going to burn to death from acid next turn, which means I have to worry about the Spectre, the Muton, and the frozen enemies, but not this guy. If I move too close to this, I will have to deal with the turrets, which I do not want to. So, what does that leave me with? Well, the Muton has 2 armor, which is a pain in the ass, but I could probably flank him. with somebody. Probably. Moon can use her spiffy ability here. This is her best ability. I think I'm going to do it just for fun. So basically what she'll do is she'll use 2 focus, and she transfers it into like this psychic energy focus clone that will be able to run amok and do a bunch of stuff too. And I don't know if that's 1 or 2 actions for Moon. We'll see. Oh, it is 2. That kind of sucks. So probably I should have moved first and then done that. Well, what are you gonna do? Get mad and get a little bit of that cover. Yeah, it looks like you can get some of the cover that that guy's taking. Oh, he doesn't matter. He's going to burn from acid anyways. Taking my inventory there. What about... Where's my other grenadier?
I guess that'll be okay.
Let's see what Zell can do. I think I'm just going to renew the frost on these guys and then worry about the other ones. Because Zell's kind of far back. I certainly hope that worked. It doesn't... There's nothing obvious about whether it worked or not, which is kind of worrisome. Now, does this thing... This thing is a clone of Moon. I wonder if it has all of her abilities. Because if it does... Ah, it does. It has Quick Draw, which means I can move her here, which is within range of a Ren Strike. Oh, actually, the thing I just said makes no sense. So, whoops, basically.
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed access point.
But she will get her parry move if she does a melee strike on the Spectre, so let's do that. Oh, that time the little wave worked, when I didn't need it to. Whatever. Now, those turrets can shoot twice, so I'll probably have the Moon clone run away rather than stay there. Here's probably good. Even if it gets a shot at her, it's going to be under high cover, so whatever. And also that thing is, you know, it's basically an expendable shock troop, so whatever. If it dies, it dies. And we'll see what Thrax can do. Don't really like the places I can move with Thrax. He does get a free move if he kills somebody. I'm going to exploit that. So I'll run here. This is probably most, or if not all, of the enemies on this map. So what I'll do is I'll run here with his run and gun. I'll throw the axe at something. Doesn't even really matter that much what. I suppose the Spectre will do. Kind of hoping for a stun there, but whatever. And then he does need to make a kill. Huh. Why is it not letting me use rapid fire? Oh, he's out of ammo. Whoops. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna execute this this sectoid so that I'm sure I get my move. And I can get away from those turrets.
Seems doable.
Looks like can Madden get rid of his cover. Oh, I accidentally got rid of the cover on the moon clone as well. That's what happens when you're stupid. Let's see if you can finish that off. Good.
They live no more.
See if I get rid of the Spectre as well. He's got the blue screen rounds, which really fucks up the Spectre.
My weapon is nearly empty.
Now, the Andromedon is alive, and if I shoot, I refroze it this turn, but I'm not certain that will actually take. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill him, even though that might wake him up because it'll pass him into his second form. Because the second form can hit sort of hard, but it's not gonna be able to kill anybody. Actually, it could probably kill Madden. Whoops. I might have just killed Madden. Alright, the turret blows away the moon clone. Yeah, I kind of fucked that right up. I forgot Madden was there with low health. Yeah, he's dead. Whoops. Okay, so who had Madden? And I realized as I was making that mistake that it was a mistake too. I think somebody had Madden. I'm just going to stop and check who it was that bet that Madden was going to die. Because that person I owe a bunch of money. Almost there. I'm bad at finding things on account of being stupid. Madden. Alexio said Madden. He's not around, but I owe him 50 million. Because he was right. I think the funniest thing about that death is that I telegraphed it basically like every step of me making that mistake. Because I'm like, man, Madden sure has low health. And then I'm like, yeah, probably I should just leave this guy for this turn. But then I didn't. Because I didn't want to end up with a gigantic acid problem on my next turn. Because that's just a pain. And I'd forgotten that he'd taken that first hit. But these are the things that happen when you're a stupid person. Thrax needs to reload.
I'm ready.
And he can reload and then just shoot the Andromedon shell, so let's do that. Get rid of this stupid thing.
Did you see that one?
I was worried that freeze wasn't going to persist on the Andromedon, but that was still pretty stupid how I got Madden killed there.
I'll maintain my watch.
On the move. To that position. I reload.
I don't know what he took damage from.
Okay, I'll go. Got it covered.
I think Mox is probably too far away to get shot at by that, so... Even though W can't actually kill it this turn, I will take a shot at this turret.
Hard target. Minimal damage.
And that's pretty much that for this turn.
That all you got?
And I'd prefer to move W later or last.
Nah problem, boss.
On account of him still needing to hack the objective here.
If you say so.
Kuzel just picked up holo targeting, so that's good. Get that and some shred on the turret. And I'll have Moon finish it off.
For the Templars!
And we got one more turret up here. Put on parry. See how far in I can move W.
On your order.
If I move him here, I should be able to get it to it next turn, no problem. Oh, he could have done it from there, I think. Whoops.
Whatever you say.
As you command.
I'm on it.
These turrets are weird. I think they get 2 turns, but they don't always use them or something. I don't know. Or if you control them, they get 2 turns, or... hell if I know. I'm not smart.
System infiltration.
But let's see what's going on with this workstation. I can either delay the current Dark Event projects or increase scanning times. I don't have much that I need to scan for, so I'm going to go with the delay, I think. That'll help me duck that double intel unpleasantness, hopefully long enough to get rid of it with another guerrilla op. Although I guess we'll see.
We're good to go. We've confirmed successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any remaining.
But I didn't get the
files from
hacky
the
thing,
area.
so that kind of sucks. Now, where is Zell? Here's Zell.
What's over there?
The thing about these turrets is if you destroy the ground underneath them, they just die. So I think I'm going to have Zell do that. Because this thing's so heavily armored anyways.
Here, catch!
Alright. And it looks like there are more enemies on this map, so I'll put everybody reloaded and into Overwatch. Group up a little bit, and we'll see how the next turn goes.
Let's do this.
Actually, I'm not unhappy with how everybody's grouped up, so we'll just Overwatch.
My senses are keen.
Ah, Sectopod. Fair enough. But I get to shoot at it with a pistol, so look out. Alright, so we got a Sectopod, a Lancer, and a Shield Bearer, which is a pretty bad group to deal with. However, we'll see how W looks with his haywire. 70% chance. However, if I can get a shot at him with blue screen rounds, that will increase. I believe I gave them to Mox. And we'll see. Yeah, I think I gave him to Mox. Ugh, really not that much better chance. 73, whatever, good enough. Alright, so that'll shut him down for 2 turns and basically just completely screw him. So I'll clean up those other 2 troopers this turn if I can and move in close. And that'll be pretty much that. From this position and this position only, it looks like Thrax can get a flanking shot on this guy. It's only an 87% chance, which kind of sucks. But, still. It'll probably kill him in one shot if it does hit, so let's try it. Yeah, there he goes. So now that he's gone, that kind of frees up Mox to take another shot at the sectopod if he wants. I don't think everybody's going to be able to get over to that shield bearer. So what I'll do is I'll shoot with Kuzel first to try and shear off some of the armor from the sectopod, and put a marker on it, which will make an easier shot for Mox. And I'll have Moon try and attack this guy. Oh, he's standing right on the ladder, so she can't. Well, don't have a lot of actions left. I was considering switching places with him, but that's not going to be too good. So instead, I'll just run over here, take a pretty crummy pistol shot with Moon. Ugh, 33%. Fuck that, I'll just use Volt. Get some damage on him so that next turn he doesn't cause any trouble. And Mox can get his other shot on the sectopod. And Thrax can end his turn, and basically the only action he's going to get is with the shield bearer. I don't know if the shield bearer is even going to move. He might just stand on that ladder to make it more difficult for Moon to hit him. What a jerk. So, yeah, he does that. Thrax can get over here and get a flanking shot on the shield bearer, and I'm going to go ahead and do that because he can use rapid fire and get 2. And I got lucky with the first one. It goes critical and just kills him in one shot. And pretty much I can just have Mox finish off the sectopod, and then I think we go home. So that was pretty dumb. Oh, why did you do that? Oh my god. You idiot. Hope you don't die from that, you moron. You fucking retard. So he decided to use Wrath instead of his second shot. It defaulted to Wrath, so I didn't realize he grappled over and let himself take the 5 damage from the sectopod exploding. But he lived, so whatever. was pretty sloppy, all in. That Madden death was not at all necessary. But that's what happens when you're not smart. So I might do one more mission and then call it, because I that was really stupid getting Madden killed. Madden was so far behind though. Like he was having, that's part of the reason he died, is he had so little health from just being a really, really low rank. Don't need that. Okay. Facility lead. I don't really need that. I would rather have this intel over here.
Avenger plotting new course.
Alright. More stuff for the Psi operative. Ultimately, these choices don't matter too much because I want them to have all of them, but I'll pick up sustain. Alright, looks like that covert op finished up, so that'll be 2 avatar progress removed, which is good because they were 1 away from finishing. And we'll see what I can lock in for the next op.
Together, we have succeeded in our task.
Form soldier bond. This is the one where I could force Thrax and Moon to be friends. The only trouble here, let's see if they're both ready. If they are, I'll consider it. The only trouble here is I will have both Thrax and Moon not available, which will be, that'll suck. I can pick up more reduced progress or more combat intelligence. Being able to get Thrax more actions would be pretty sweet, and I wouldn't mind him having this extra bonus health. So I'm going to go ahead and force Moon and Thrax to be friends. Because they're both super fucking important soldiers in terms of this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and put these 15 supplies to make sure nobody gets injured as well. So basically, if a terror op happens in the next 5 days, I'm going to be sad. But we'll see. I did have a you know, bang 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 back to back kind of missions, so kind of banking on getting away with that. I apologize, Madden. Like, I really wish I could, like, with a lot of the other characters I've killed by being stupid, or there's been some purpose for them dying. But really the only reason you died is because I just made a bad move and wasn't thinking very hard. It's a pretty... I guess the only thing I can say is that it is a sort of amusing end to the saga of you surviving against all odds, getting captured, getting rescued, and then just dying for no reason. Okay, so more avatar progress or improved combat intelligence for W. And I think I want to start grooming W because his combat intelligence is the worst possible one in the game, and I'd like to pick him up some more abilities. So, do I care if he gets wounded? Yes, I do. And a scientist isn't a big cost to pay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Luckily, Moon and Thrax finished their mission, so I'm not going to pay the price for that little bit of little gamble I took. Now, what I'm really wondering is, where is...
We can start construction on the shadow chamber whenever.
Yeah, the shadow chamber. I don't have enough power? Really? That's surprising. Are these staffed? Jeez. Jeez. Alright, I guess I'll take the one off the proving ground. So, staff this. I don't know if I can afford the damn thing. I can't, so whatever. Back she goes. Well, I don't have... what do we want? Let's make the stupid boltcaster. Oh, it's instant, so whatever.
Finished, Commander.
Oh no, it takes 3 days to make that piece of garbage. Yeah, whatever. Don't be nice about the fact that I got you killed by being a moron. That makes me feel even worse about it. Like, why couldn't I kill somebody who's a jerk? Okay, so I got that intel. That's nice.
Setting course for South Africa.
Another important step forward in our research.
Here's that, alright. That plasma lance, which also gives me the Reaper weapon. So it was actually a little bit more important than I was prioritizing it.
Issue stationing completely autonomous weapons in close proximity to the people in those cities. Really
Laboratory
shows you
protection
how
is
much
worthless. I think I'm going to go for this Andromedon.
I'm pleased with
Autopsy.
the research advances we've made so far, but there's still so...
And we will keep scanning for intel.
If these are the methods that are required to fulfill my purpose, then so
What a weird thing for them to do.
The Chosen are doing whatever it takes to slow us down. We need to watch out.
They
for
stole
their
one weapon mod. It doesn't even tell me what weapon mod it was. So, whatever, I guess.
We can make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
I really just want this month to end. I'm just tired of this month. How many cores have I have? 4. I can build another war suit. Can build another war suit. I can build... I mean, I guess a fire grenade is better than I thought it was, because that'll benefit from that biggest boom's ability. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, let's do a war suit. War suits are pretty good.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
Incoming
Yeah,
message for
thank you.
Commander.
End this
Patching it through to your
madness.
orders now.
leading the resistance is a daunting task, Commander. But your efforts so far have left many wondering if we have made the right approach.
Alright.
Have to do better. The elders have blessed me. No,
I'm gonna leave that event hidden, because I'm probably gonna want to counter this Avatar one. Although 1 isn't even that bad. Alright, so... Don't see any reason to change these orders, because I didn't pick up any of them during the last week.
One of the Chosen is getting
So,
closer to finding us, Commander.
let's go ahead and get our monthly supplies.
Before that happens,
If I don't make a radio relay, which I don't really need this month anyways, I could probably pick up every useful item for the rest of this. Alright. And you can do another covert op. And... still, no Emir mission. No Emir mission at all. Alright. Soldier EXP gains are increased by 20%. That would have been useful virtually any other time in the game. Integrated Warfare, all PCS effects are increased. This is good. That one I'll want. Because I'm getting to the point in the game where I'm going to start slapping in those PCSs. What else have I got? And this one, Resistance Order, is giving me a chance that a Resistance Soldier will gain rather than an Advent Soldier. It's okay. Nothing to write hand at home about. I don't see anything else I'm really terribly concerned about here. And actually, I didn't get one to... There's a Soldier Bond one here, so I can force Moon and Thrax into the second tier. But that's not too big of a priority. There's no... There's no mission to do Avatar progress this month. Which means probably what I'll have to do is assault either a storyline mission or a one of the facilities that's around. But that's not too big of a deal because they're everywhere. So really just got to make a mental note. So, with all that said, but what I don't want to do, What should I do? I could do this to get rid of the stupid assassin for the rest of the game. That'd be kind of cool. I will take one of these useless grenadiers and somebody that I want to gain a health point. Somebody that I want to gain a health point. Madden retroactively. That's who I would like to gain a health point. Moon is not a priority for this at all. Fraggle might be good. Zebras, I don't care. She's a sniper. Can make a case for High Dude. I can make a case for High Dude. I don't like his combat intelligence, though. In that sense, I'm not terribly concerned if he dies. Especially now that I have a second Reaper which has those same good abilities. But more than anybody, who do I not want to die? Thrax already has a good pile of health. It would suck if... It would suck if W died. It would suck a lot if W died because he's got that hack bonus. And he's now a colonel, which means yeah, let's send W. Although first what I want to do is finish up his, because he's got a promotion. So let's do his promotion. So there's either Restoration, which flies around and heals or revives everybody, or Capacitor Discharge, which does damage and stuns robotic things. I'm gonna go with Restoration, I think, because I'm not having too much trouble getting rid of robots with all those blue screw rounds. Restoration isn't terribly useful either, considering I already have all of the other battle medic abilities, but in a pinch, having one ability that heals everybody is good. Or can be good. And I may use AP to snap up the other ability anyways. So now I can go ahead and send W on this resistance ring mission. And I like these two grenadiers I picked up, the nameless ones, for covert ops. Send a Reaper to negate the risk of them being wounded. That's horrible. I have no interest in doing that at all.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry.
Okay. There's a lot of...
XCOM. What's that spell? XCOM. That's right.
Wow, that looks horrible.
For our guys and girls in black, making the elders miserable one day at a time. If you happen to come friends, make sure you thank them for their service.
Anthrax. I used a trick to force someone to befriend me. Okay. Idle staff in the infirmary is fine with me. Mox can go with Thalmor. That's hard to care about. I'm not doing that shit. There's one tick of supplies. Inspire is pretty good. 2 ticks of supplies. I really forget what this gets me. Proximity mines. That's completely useless and I don't care. Oh well.
Environmental suit is capable of functioning in combat well after the original wearer has expired is remarkable.
What? I didn't realize I had gotten this far in the game without ever performing an autopsy on an Advent Trooper. The most basic unit in the game. How about that?
This spec
Anyways, do the gatekeeper next. If that trooper had anything important to teach me, I would have noticed that I didn't have it already. Probably. Alright, so we got all of our supplies for this month. That's pretty good. I'm going to pop over to the black market and see what's going on over there. 717 supplies. Alright, what do they got? They want war suits. I have no interest whatsoever in selling them a war suit. Advanced laser sights. Yeah, I'll sell that because it's not a superior one, so I don't care. The other thing they want to buy is skulljacks. I'm pretty sure it costs me way more than 30 supplies to make a skulljack, and it also takes like a fucking week, so there's no chance in hell I'm selling them that. Alright, and what can I get? It's all intel costs to buy things here. As you get later in the game, you start to have an incentive to buy some of these PCS and superior weapon upgrades. But right now, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off just a bit. I'm going to whip over to here and see what I can buy weapon-wise. So, alright. My only priority here is going to cost me 200 supplies if I get it, which is the best possible armor for printer. I'm not even going to think about buying the Shadowlance, I'm just going to do it. Printer's best weapon is another 200 supplies, so 400 supplies if I want to get all this stuff for printer. I don't care about this bolt caster at all. The fusion blade is not a huge priority because it'll only come up as a thing if I happen to use two rangers on the same mission. So I will get the plasma lance, even though I hate Zebrus so much. It looks like I'll get the plasma lance and both of the things for printer, and that'll be me calling it success. So, the only thing left to buy are the bolt casters, which I don't even want, the fusion blade, which is mostly redundant, and the advanced psiamp, which is worthless because I'm about to unlock the best psiamp. And I haven't even used the psionic troopers yet. So that's pretty much the end of that chapter. And pretty much all the best weapons for everybody, which is nice. Now, who is ready? Could I field a very good team right now if I wanted to? Moon's ready, Thrax is ready, Fraggle's ready. Yeah, let's fucking rock. So I think what I'm gonna do is take a look at these facilities and try and find one which has... Alright, so these last three all have guardians on them. So one of the expansions introduced these alien rulers that are basically like souped up troops. They're sort of like the Chosen before they released the Chosen. So they're souped up versions of the Viper, the Berserker, and the Archon. But the thing about them that makes them ridiculous, like it's plain stupid, and it was worse before they released this patch, because before the patch they would just show up randomly in missions and you wouldn't even really be able to predict when they would do it. But what's ridiculous about them is that every time you take an action, they will react to it. So over the course of you going for your 6 troopers 2 turns each, they'll go like 13 fucking times, which is just crazy. And it's about as crazy as it sounds, and they have a lot of abilities that will stun you. So they just fuck your whole world up, basically. But for this mission, I'm going to bring all of my best troopers, except for the fact that I have Thalmor instead of W, because if the I want to be able to do as you'll see when I get there to an extent, but I want to be able to do a lot of damage to this boss guy when he shows up, just a hideous amount of damage. So we'll start building with that in mind. Thalmor, want the skull. I haven't been using the skull jack. You can use it to hack for intel, but I haven't been doing it because I had for the longest time that fucking dark event that made everything an impossible hack. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to slap a weapon upgrade onto the Shadowlance so that when High Dude uses his banish ability, he'll be able to shoot 7 times. And you can also name the weapons, which I haven't been bothering to do, but I will so that I know that this one is the one that I think it is, and just because it's kind of fun. So we will call it Face Eater. And I might as well put the other mod on it for now, so crit chance will be pretty good. Aim's kind of redundant. So a little bit more, or way more clip size, and you know, why does that only have 2 mods on it? Did I pick the wrong weapon? It is a Shadowlance, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, it is a Shadowlance. Whatever. Okay. So, let's finish. I did name it, but we can give it a color. What's a good color for eating faces? Well, purple, obviously. And a pattern. We'll put some smiley faces on that. Because it's happy to eat faces. Good. Good stuff. Alright, so... Thrax, we are going to give Warsuit. He's got his fusion axe. We'll give him, I think we'll give him the Shredstorm cannon. And we'll definitely give him the Talon rounds. Fraggle is the other one we'll want to have a Warsuit. Oh, she already has one. Good. Then we'll give one to Zebras as well. Whoops. Oh, I guess no, I won't. I thought I had a 3rd Warsuit, but maybe I didn't finish building it yet. I guess not. Whatever. Okay. So Thrax can use the Shredstorm cannon, and Fraggle can use the blaster launcher, which will be very good with her all of her heavy weapon / grenade abilities. Thalmor's all decked out. Moon, yeah, I can deal with her having the fire ammo. Actually, the fire ammo would be particularly handy on this map because this ruler alien getting so many turns means he will take extra damage from things like fire and acid. So I will give Fraggle the acid grenade. And Zebras, we will give, I guess... Venom or blue screen? Let's go with Venom. For the similar reason that it'll be useful, it'll be useful if the ruler shows up. So now we can set him on fire, poison him, and acid him, and that'll just eat through his HP. I think that's good. Don't have a lot of good answers for sectopods in this rig because nobody has blue screen rounds, and Thalmor is my not as good specialist. But other than that, it's a good setup, and I can always just have Thrax use Rupture. Thinking about it, now that Moon is friends with Thrax, I can have Thrax use Rupture to get an automatic critical that makes them take more damage in the future, and then have Moon give Thrax his action back so that he can use Rapid Fire to shoot 2 more times for +3 damage, which will be pretty fucking hideous, basically. Anyways. And I also have High Dude here, who has his Banish ability. So somewhere on this map, there is a super tough alien, basically. I found the patrol. I have found the enemies of glorious Russia. I'm just gonna move everybody up. Now that as I have High Dude up there being an effective spotter, I'm really not too concerned about making these moves, or, you know, thinking them through to the, you know, I'm thinking them super, super hard. As long as everybody's behind High Dude, and they're already in concealment, they're not likely to run into any trouble. So we'll overwatch all, and we'll see how next turn looks. The objective here is to blow up this facility by putting a little X4 on it, like that first mission I had done way, way back. But really what I'm here for is that ruler.
As you order, Commander.
And as part of worrying about that ruler, I am gonna try and scout a little bit before I get too far into anything. Why? I get people killed all the time. Pardon? This just... Oh my god, it's so begging for a blaster bomb. They would basically all be dead. It will be so sweet. But I do want to worry about that ruler if it shows up, so... For now, I'll hold off. I'd love to get Zebras some height, so I'll try and position her over here if I can. And we'll slap down some Overwatch, and off we go.
Moving as ordered.
Nothing over here.
Moving out.
I know where you
There you are.
This variation of the Archon must surely be the modified subject Dr. Valen had been experimenting on.
Welly, welly, welly. So this is the Archon King. It has 112 hit points. That's a lot. It does seem like it's gonna just chill there, though. It's actually the toughest of the 3 of them, which is a little bit unlucky. But I don't think it will do anything until I spot it, hopefully. So if I position on this side over here, I might be able to clean up these other guys first and not create a mess for myself. So I'm going to try and do that.
Double time. I can cover it.
Thalmor can't get anywhere I'm super excited about. So I'll put him over here. Excuse me. So let's hope that guy just decides to chill out. I really don't know how their AI works. So, famous last words, I guess.
You can never escape my sight.
But that'll let High Dude spot the rest of these guys.
I will go.
So I think I'm going to finish setting everybody up here this turn, and then on next I'll just start blasting the hell out of these guys. Affermativo. Bene, bene, prego, prego. Thalmor also has rupture. Make a mental note of that.
Headed there now.
Position confirmed.
And I'll put everybody on an Overwatch.
On Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
Oh, they're gonna walk around. Let's see if they see High Dude. If they do, it's bad luck for me. I don't think they don't see him, but I'm not sure if I can move him without them being able to see him. Yeah, he's basically stuck here now. And I think what I might do is have Fraggle frost bomb these three. We'll see if that triggers the ruler. But that'll trigger these guys, but who cares? There's only 2 of them. Oh, that guy's going into Overwatch. He thinks he's so clever. Well, that is going to be sucky for him. Actually, I can have Zebras take care of that right now, I think. No, I can't. She can only see the people on this side. Alright, Moon can fire her pistol and still move, so I'll have her try and remove the Overwatch from the mech, I think. Unless I can do something that will result in it not having armor. But, doesn't look like I can. Because I only have these 2 to really worry about putting down this turn, it's not that big a deal that I'm not going to be able to get through that optimally. So, I do want to save some of my heavier weapons and better abilities for that ruler guy, because he's just bananas. So I think what I'm going to do is move Zebras up here, where she can hopefully see more people, and that didn't work at all. She can only see 2 of them for some fucking reason. I'm really starting to get pissed off with these line of sight issues with these snipers. Like, I don't know. Seems like she should be able to see more of them. I'm gonna have Thrax just rapid fire to get rid of this mech. So rapid fire does recharge, it just takes a while, but I'm pretty sure that ruler will just sit there. So while I would like to have that that ability available for myself, the fact that I will not have it is not too big a deal, because I could just reload and sit out here and wait once I've killed these guys. See if we can pick up some focus for Moon. I think it's a 33% chance. Didn't work out. No big. Maybe shoot the one right in front of you. For some reason he has the lowest chance on the one that's right in front of his face. And is also disoriented. Oh, I guess it counts as having cover even though it doesn't look like it at all. Whatever. This is a little unfortunate actually, I think. High Dude can finish off the priest, but not if the priest does that move where he sustains. And then it might not count as him dying, which maybe he reveals him. So we'll see. If only because I want to know how that resolves. And it resolves in the worst possible way for me. Well, fair enough. And he's going to wake up and then do stuff on his turn, so that kind of sucks. These priests are kind of a pain in the ass like that. But these other three are still frozen, so at least there's that. And he's disoriented, which I think means he won't be able to do very many good moves. So he moves and he takes a shot at Thrax, but Thrax has an ability where if he makes a kill, he's automatically missed that turn, which virtually never pays off, but did there. Well, it did in theory. I'm not even sure it paid off because he was disoriented anyway, so it's not like it was going to be super accurate. Alright, so we needed to take care of these guys over here this turn. And I'll have Thrax take a shot at the Spectre because he does very good damage, or a very good damage potential with his shotgun. So there's 16. And then I think what I'm going to do after that is have Zebras go over here so she can get her line of sight. And Fan Fire, which I think will kill 2 of these guys. Or Face Off, it's called Face Off. It's one shot at everything that's invisible range with her pistol, but that'll be 2 deaths and some damage on the other 2.
Multiple enemies neutralized.
I don't think I really need High Dude back in Shadow just yet. I'd be most upset if the mech woke up. And that ugly fella is all the way over there, so I'm not too worried about waking him up. So I'll go ahead and make this kill with Moon so that she can get some focus. Then we're just grouping up and reloading.
Solid copy.
Not really sure how many more enemies there are going to be on this map. It's probably one more group and the ruler. So, anyways, I'm going to make good on my threat of doing a whole lot of fuck all. And just chilling over here, waiting.
Give me time to reload.
Give me time to reload. I am having to reloading rifle. For to making shooting enemies of communism.
I go where I'm needed.
I am gonna bite the bullet and put High Dude back into shadow, just so that he can spot a little bit better, and he can also keep an eye over here in case anything starts moving. Because all I'm gonna do is Overwatch all for the next couple turns, so that Zebras and Thrax recharge their abilities. There's no time limit on this map, so whatever.
The aliens move among us.
So there is another group somewhere over here, it looks like.
Vogue says I am to obey.
And I still don't see it.
Reapers.
I will send Moving to Overwatch.
Sounds like aliens.
Sounds like aliens. Alright, so we charged, or what? What he's saying, Thrax? He is charged. Okay. Now it's going to be a pal, and it's going to show me that little marker if I wake up
I will reposition.
things moving into their ranges. So I'm going to move over here and spot what the other guys are.
Things appear to be some sort of incubation chambers. No doubt.
So we got a fucking gatekeeper over here. So I do want to make sure I don't wake this annoying bastard up at the same time as the ruler. So our $1 million question is, which one do I want to deal with first? And I think I'll do the ruler just because it's something new.
A good decision.
We'll get everybody else into there.
Posizione confermata.
Posizione confermata.
Double time.
Who speaks Italian? Who has any idea what the hell posizione means? What a bunch of gibberish. I don't know how anybody's supposed to understand that.
Got it.
Oh yeah, I gave Zebras tattoos because I was so mad at her. And then I made her a smoker. That was fun. Oof. I don't know how this is going to resolve. Oh, he's not close enough anyways. Almost close enough, but not close enough.
I go where you tell me.
So this turn I'm going to set everybody up to be as close to this ruler as they can without alerting it. D'accordo. Bene.
Getting it done.
I'll laugh if after all of that sitting there, he decides to move this turn just to screw me over.
I'm going.
Nowhere too great to put Zebras. Oh, this thing's mostly melee. It doesn't have any ranged things anyways, so I may just go ahead and pop her up there anyways. But nah, let's put her over on the side. Alright. Now, I think I'm going to throw a claymore at this.
I'll leave this here.
And put everybody into Overwatch. And that'll be that. So, I think I'll open up on him by having Fraggle shoot an acid bomb that will burn off all of his armor. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to use a blaster bomb instead. The blaster bomb will blow off all of his armor and blow up the claymore, so it'll get some burst damage in on him. And then we'll be partying. Alright, it is time to party. So, that wakes him up. He's pissed off.
Looks like one of them came back for more. Let's make sure to take it out this time.
I actually have a pretty shaky understanding of what actually triggers this thing having extra moves, which kind of sucks. I think I'm going to open with Thalmor and Rupture so that extra hits do 3 more damage. Because for my next trick after that, I'm going to do something really nasty to him. See, this is what's so nasty about this guy. He reacts after every turn you take, right? But because he does that, when he does this Blazing Pinion moves, you can't move people. You're just stuck, taking all of the hits. You can't do anything about it. So what I am going to do is I'm going to use High Dude's Banish ability, because he's going to shoot 7 times and get plus 1 or 3 damage on every shot that hits, and that'll bring his hit points down. Then I'm going to take all of these hits from these Blazing Pinions, and I can't do jack about that, but it's so much damage to him that he might even just start running away right now. First shot hits, then he misses. Third shot hits. Fourth shot misses. This is kind of unfortunate. Fifth shot hits. I don't see the marker. There should be a marker on him. 6th shot hits. 9 damage is pretty good. He's half dead at this point. And the last shot does also hit. So he's down to 47. Oh, that didn't end his turn for some reason. Or trigger his reaction. I'm really not sure why that is. I think if I move, though, he'll do it. Now I'm just not sure. I'll try triggering Run and Gun first, just to see what happens. I'll move Thrax over here. If he gets a... now he reacts. So that kind of sucks. So everybody is stunned now. And, you know, I don't know what the hell I was supposed to do about that in theory.
Some sort of psionic rift. I cannot begin to fathom why Dr. Valen would have allowed it to have this ability. It's trying to make a break for it. Take it out before it gets away.
Alright, so his next move, he summons his gate. That's how he runs away. But I could throw an axe at him with Thrax for some damage. He dodge grazed it, which kind of sucks. But it does make him start burning. And then I can do rapid fire for another 2 shots, and then he'll get away. But their health persists between times they show up. So now he'll be able to show up on just like regular missions, but he'll show up with that amount of health. So he can really ruin my day if he shows up at a bad time. But I'm hoping that 1 or 2... Come on, just hit the fucking guy. That I do enough damage here that even when he does come back, I can get rid of him fast enough that it doesn't matter too much. So yeah, he fucked off. That's it for him. Everybody's still stunned, so I'll just put everybody in Overwatch and end the turn.
I'll keep it under watch. Give it a try.
So it's probably easy to tell that was pretty fucking nasty. He just went for free and then stunned everybody. But I took so much health off of him that the next time he shows up, I should be able to kill him before he does. He might do that again, like that blazing pinion stun everybody crap. But he won't be able to stick around long enough to capitalize on it. Wouldn't think. I just gotta put everybody in Overwatch again. I'm waiting for Thalmor to get some turns so I can heal the damage that did. And you can see that banish move is just stupid. Just absolutely stupid. And I never even thought of matching it with Rupture until I had just done that, but that was a very good idea. Basically got me an extra free, like, 18 damage or something stupid like that. But yeah, that Archon King can now show up in regular missions, so he just will do that until I kill him. They usually will hang around until they take about a third of their health, and then they'll run. So it's good that I did as much as I did before he was able to. And that's pretty much that, so I can go back to finishing this mission. But we will see him again. The thing about the rulers is they're tough, and they have that ridiculous ability where they counter everything, and they have a lot of things that stun you. So they cause a lot of trouble, and if you're fighting with a single other alien, you're going to have probably a bad time. But each of them drops... Well, when you kill each of them, you get a certain, like a research project to build a special suit of armor. So the Archon, that guy, is the nastiest, but as you might expect, with him being the nastiest, he also has the most useful of those armors. It's called the Icarus armor, and it's medium armor. So it's like the Warden armor. So it's not a war suit. It doesn't mount a heavy weapon, which is the only thing about it that's not amazing. But it has 2 item slots, like the Warden armor. It has the 1 shield and all that crap. It gives you a good health boost. All this stuff you would expect armor to do. But it also has an ability... I think it lets you jump easily. Like it, like for free, you can just jump, which is sort of neat. But the really crazy thing it does is, I think twice per mission, it allows you to just teleport to any spot on the map for free. It's not even a single action. It's a free action to just teleport anywhere you want. Yeah, buddy. You shouldn't have stood beside that thing that remote starts.
Seize any advantage.
You will pay the price.
Alright, let's see if we can get rid of this fucking gatekeeper this turn. Thrax is probably my best chance to do so. You can't get terribly close, though. That's the thing that sucks.
Problem, boss.
Can Thrax shoot his cannon at the Viper as well as the as the Gatekeeper without hitting Fraggle? I think that does it. So let's do that. Gatekeepers have this very pesky defense, even though they can't take cover. They just float there. You usually have a high chance to miss them, and you can see there that's what happened with Thalmor. But I think I have a trick up my sleeve I can use with Zebras.
I guess that'll be okay.
And I'll run her right out into the open, because who cares if Zebras dies. Shadowfall. Shadowfall is guaranteed to hit, and because I've already stripped the armor off this guy, that's perfect. So we're going to do that. Excuse me. Alright. And I believe that is the last of the enemies on this map. They might send reinforcements once I grab the X4. I'll position Moon to be able to plant it this turn, reload everybody, and then on the next turn I'll grab it. Yeah, Enigato. That's what I was just thinking that. I probably should have made the more of the characters have like random ethnicities, just so that I could hear all the interesting accents and mock other cultures, because I'm not a good person. Alright, so here's the X4.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4
And
move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, so there's no reinforcements coming yet. I'm allowed to place the evac point for this particular type of mission, so I'm going to put it close to mostly everybody. And I think I can bail this turn.
I can cover it. I'm trusting you here.
Seems doable.
Roger that.
Yep. Time to bounce.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed.
Alright, so that Archon King did get away, but he took a pretty big beating before he did.
Revealed today's maneuver by local peacekeepers was a planned exercise. Citizens should not be alarmed. All weapon fire and wounds were simulated to...
I doubt we've seen the last of Valen's little experiment, Commander.
Yeah, no
It could show up again at any time.
promotions is probably a indirect consequence of taking better troops on that. But that does blow up that facility, which will take off 2 Avatar progress, and it releases that Avatar King, or the Archon King, so the next random mission he shows up, I'll probably kill him so that I'm able to get his armor eventually. Alright, so that's that. So I'll keep dinking around here until the next mission comes up, and we'll see how that goes. But I think that's the last one I'm going to do for tonight, so we'll just focus on the tactical layer. I don't have any supplies. Where are the places I can scan? Crystals. Not really interested in doing any of these right now. I only have 11 lyrium, so I guess I might as well scan there. Another warsuit. Sweet. So there's that third one I thought I had before. 3 is probably enough. I got 3 cores, but I can only afford 1 more powered weapon, and it'll end up being that plasma blaster that I don't care about, I think, because it gives you 1 of each, and then it'll do random after that. I think... whatever. Yeah, plasma blaster, and then I guess I'll start them building an ammo.
We'll get started right away, Commander. I'll send word when the project is complete.
It'll probably be tracer rounds. I think that's the only one I don't have. Alright, so this will be the next mission, is a retaliation strike. I'll ignore it for now. And I'm just going to check and see how much I've set myself up for failure with my troops by taking everybody good on that last mission. Who would be ready? I'd have Thrax and Moon. I'm already not concerned. I'd have Thrax and Moon, and I could take that bootleg Reaper, and that's an easy one right there. Okay, so thanks for showing up. Sorry for the lag between this and the last stream. I did get sick, and that kind of sucks. Luckily, my voice held out, and I wasn't coughing the entire time, which I think everybody can be excited about. I owe Alexio some money because I got Madden killed. Sorry again, Madden. All I can say in my defense is that I'm a bad person who does bad things. And I am sorry for that, but not enough to change my behavior. But yeah, so I will let you guys know when I'm able to put up another stream. I think next time I'm going to make it a priority to get rid of one of these Chosen. I unlocked that mission ages ago, and I haven't done it yet. So probably I'll do that terror mission first, and then once everybody's well again, and hopefully I don't get molested by that Archon King, then I'll take it to one of the Chosen and kill them, basically. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's it. They never come back. So, and you can also get some very, very good weapons from them. Sort of like the Archon armor, where you're having hideous, hideous good weapons. So we'll see how that goes next time. But Pantheon Blitz on Church of Spaceology tomorrow. I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he did, frankly. And, like, I have an overdeveloped sense of humor. The idea that if I was going to get destroyed completely by an alliance, I would want it to be Pantheon. That would just be hilarious. Because I love Pantheon, and everybody's like, yeah, Pantheon's super chill, and I get along well with Pantheon, but for them to just decide, we're going to destroy you for basically no reason, deal with it, I would actually respect it in a backhanded kind of way. Because it would just be so weird. But in other news, also don't do that, because I like being alive. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys the next time I have a stream up, and thanks for coming out. Hope you had a good time, have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.